Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Icon and today we're continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore series. Today we found ourselves in the Badlands because those are the best lands. We are going to have a couple of quests here. Offline I ran Scarlet Monastery again, but unfortunately despite trying very hard, I couldn't make it work. I did not get my drops, so we're just going with the same equipment. But we do have a couple of news nonetheless. Number one, you can see it, we got our horsey. I did that little quest off screen. Didn't really take a lot of time. Number two, we got new spells, which is good. I got a quest weapon called Sword of Serenity for Scarlet Monastery, so we're rocking one hand plus we're rocking one hand plus shield again. So our job here is to mainly pick up all of the major quests without taking the elite quests. And then once we do have that, we're going to just do a nice little circle. Solution of Doom? No, but I think over here there are a couple more quests. So let me pick everything up and then we're giving it a go. Alright, listen, first things first, just picked up that quest and we now need to kill 12 of the stone-walled boulders. Since I'm level 41 and they are 39 to 40, I have to wonder, can I get two of them reasonably well? So, still trying to do our AoE style. Got a new consecration, which should work wonders. We got a quick sword, which means our seal is being applied often. So that's not bad either. And I think just from the pure DPS, we are going to be okay. Yeah, but we're still maybe better off just solo killing. That guy is going to pull an ad. We're moving far back so that we are ready for impact. Now we're just going to single kill these guys. There's no point in just double killing. As you can see, DPS has increased a bit, but not yet to the point where you can really write home about it. In a perfect world, we're going to go for quests that are a little bit below our level. That way I can AoE pull. For the single pull, two-handed weapon might even be better. Speaking about which, let me just try that out and see if my theory holds any merit. To be fair, I have also forgotten Retribution Aura, so that would have been a bit of a DPS increase. And you know, we can always do a little bit of this here. And I'll just give it a test and see how well we're faring against like solo mobs. Or more or less even level mobs. Let me test 3 with one hand and shield spec, and 3 in the other direction, and we're just going to take the time. Okay, after fully healing up, we're looking at 149 and about 60% of the mana. Let's do the same test, but this time we're going with our one-hand shield spec. Still Retribution Aura, still very much going to do that. By the way, I think I'll use another item that I've gotten, the dog whistle, but we're going to do that once we're actually grinding. Not yet, so we're going to reset and let's give it a fair go. Time to beat 150. Alright, so I did the 3 pulls with 1 single and 1 double pull, because after the first single pull was already clear that it'll take quite a bit of time, and we're at 210 after all of it. Okay, let's see if that mage wants to group up. Can you share the queue?
Great to meet you.
So, I think it's one of the follow-up quests. Nah. Let me figure it out. Alright, unfortunately that grouping didn't work out because I just couldn't get the quest. Other lesson, the one-hand pulse shield thing only really works out very well if the mobs are substantially below me, not on equal level, because then it's just as fast as doing them solo, and doing them solo pull one at a time is overall just safer. I mean, one additional enemy whilst we're doing things solo is not going to break the bank. If there are 2 enemies and we're having an add or 2 at even level, that might already be a problem. Alright, we're getting Blessing of Sanctuary, reducing damage dealt from all sources by 10. In addition, when the target blocks a melee attack, the attacker takes 14 holy damage. So that's a very strong blessing for what we're trying to do. And I wonder if that changes the outlook of what we're trying to do. So, back to one-hand shield. We're going full Blessing of Sanctuary in this case, and we're just going to try fighting 2 of them again. Just trying to play around with our spec a little bit. So, granted, we got in a level, so we're a little bit higher level than before. And oh yeah, I should have put on the stopwatch just to see how well we're doing. It's still very mana intense if I was to do that playstyle. But thanks to Readout and Co, there's a lot of damage that we can deal. So I think we're kind of, okay, they are running away, but we're kind of in the 40 seconds mark to get 2 of them, which it definitely is an improvement compared to before. However, that will also require us to just, yeah, chuck down more water. So I'm not 100% sure if I like that idea. For now, I think I'll go two-handed on even mobs. If we do have lower level mobs, it's a different story, but I'll fast forward the rest of this here for you, and we're going to collect a few more quests afterwards. Good. We're going to get one more quest, the barbecued wings. The 2 elite quests, I don't think that we need to do them. And there are potentially 2 more quests up here with follow-ups. The Badlands, unfortunately to a degree, are also quite grindy. I remember that on my mage. It's just a lot of mob killing and resource hunting on both sides. But yeah, it is what it is. I think we just gotta get through with it. So fast forward to the next quest. Good.
You have a great day now.
So finally we got quite a few quests. Let's start with the stone shards and rock shards. These guys here are 39. So unfortunately a little bit too high to just grind them AoE, which means we're going to go in one by one and are killing the lesser rock elementals. At the same time, I'm just looking out because there are 2 potential run-ending enemies here. One is an ultra high level buzzard that flies around, not very fast, but can be in the middle. And the other one is a dragon that roams the scene. So we don't want to be caught out by that guy either. Alright, fast forward for you through all of those rock elementals. Alright, after a while of grinding things just by myself, I stumbled into a rogue who was on the same quest as I. And yeah, we decided to just team up. And I wanted to showcase a little bit of how joint leveling works and why, in my perspective, it's A, easier, and B, also a little bit, say, safer. So instead of just going for one, I solved the problem of not having enough DPS but having a rogue, and the rogue solves the problem of not being constantly attacked by having me essentially consecrating and tanking the enemies. So the enemies are focused on me, whilst the rogue is just cleaning house with Blade Fury and Cleaves and Adrenaline. And that's how you get like 5 mobs at a time, 4 or 5 mobs at a time. I seldomly drink, to be fair. I'm just doing it now because I want to be at good enough mana.
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
And we're done with the quest. Fantastic. Let's trade them in. Good. Time to hand in everything.
Time is money, friend.
To start this, we have the buzzard, barbecued buzzard wings. And let me just sell a lot of stuff. Good. After cleaning up, let's try that again.
Be good.
Oh, did I sell the buzzard wings? Not really, right? Don't tell me I just sold the buzzard wing. Come on.
Like that. Keep it real. Have a good one.
Alright, we're trading in the follow-up quests, and apparently I need to do the Mirage quest next because my rogue companion has already done that. So I'll grab that supply crate there real quick. And the reason why I'm leveling with someone else together is mainly because I want to speed up the process of getting stuff. These guys can drop the picks. I think we're going to do that once we're done with grouping. It's a green quest, so if we miss out, that's not the worst. So yeah, I'm mainly grouping in order to speed up the quest process, because like grinding, let's say 30 or 40 of the earth elementals with the spec that I've chosen, unless the enemies are substantially below your level, like the ogres here for instance, it's very difficult to to quickly resolve that. It's just not enough DPS that I'm reasonably dealing. On the other hand, it's very hard to die with my spec as well. Which means I just need to grind it down. Now one can argue, okay, Syken, but that still means you need to grind it down and you could make mistakes. Yeah, I get it, but there's also an element of me not wanting to sit 2 hours to kill like 30 mobs. So from time to time, getting a quest partner in the areas where you just simply need to grind down a lot of mobs, that I think is fair game. The other alternative is going through dungeons, but then again I don't want to have like 3 or 4 episodes of me doing the same dungeon over and over. That's going to become boring. Yeah, hence I've chosen that path, and I think so far it works out relatively well. Let's trade in the quest. Good, we traded in the quest, and now we need to get the scrap metal down here, as well as the binders of bracing, braces of binding. So a 2 for 1, or being relatively efficient with where we're going, and the kill speed together with my rogue partner is just fabulous, so nothing compared to me doing it by myself. The Badlands, unfortunately, just like Stranglethorn, are very like grind oriented. I think the developers just put a lot of mobs in here, and then there is really no reason why there is a larger temple or whatnot. There is Older Man, which is a fantastic dungeon, by the way, but that is the only thing that really stands out. Everything else is either elementals or, let's say, wasteland animals, and if you only have wasteland animals across the entirety of the region, and this section here is dragon territory where no sane leveler would go, like this part of the zone is reserved for high level stuff, which is totally fine. And if you design this the rest here being wildlife only, then yeah, naturally the only quests that you, or most of the quests that you will get, are kill stuff and not fetch something or combine something. I think they learned in later versions of World of Warcraft that that is not particularly enticing to only have kill quests in the zone, but yeah, it's back to the beginnings, the OG Warcraft. Alright, let me go to my partner. Good, we're here, and look at that. Someone nicely grinded through the ogres. Good. We need 7 metal from the ogres, and then the stone follow-up quest. Alright, here we go. Ogres are smashing a little bit harder than the other enemies, but they don't have a lot of hit points, which is why you see that my partner is just going through them. Very good. So let's grind down some more of these ogres. The caster is a little bit annoying because they actually deal damage. Very good. Okay, fantastic. My rogue, by the way, also has Onyxia buff and massive world buff, so holy smokes, he is very, very buffed. Let's give him a big heal. Okay, these guys are a little bit higher in their level. Not a problem for a group of two. Yeah, typically you should avoid going too deep into caves, but I think we're throwing that caution out of the window. Fabulous. So almost done with the quest. Well, that was a quick one. Even if we're single pulling. Like, my mana is not really going down with this pull speed. Good. Fast forward for the turn in. Alright, next quest. Quest time. Oh, there is a rare Rumbler. Are you sure you don't need them? They are for the crew that I share. I'm not sure if it would be optimal not to do them. All right. There you go. Nice little grenade. Being interrupted from time to time, which is not optimal. I think that's the Rumbler guy. And simply having pulled quite a bit. Alright, fast forward for you. Time for us to trade in.
Hi. See you soon.
Got a shield that actually has quite a bit more shielding power. And a couple of boots that are better, since I think I can still acquire a rare shield somewhere. Might as well go with the boots for now. Yeah, that's overall better. Good, let's follow our rogue friend. Alright, so there is either the option to continue in Stranglethorn Vale or go to the Swamp of Sorrows. Either way generally works. The problem that I'm seeing here in Stranglethorn is that, I mean, I'm level 41, so I guess it's not a problem. Some of the quests are becoming quite high soon. For instance, 45 Elite doesn't really sit very well with me. Let's see what we're dealing with. 41 down there, we can definitely take that quest.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. You need some?
45 is not okay. Stranglethorn Fever, definitely not. That's a tough one even for 45 quest.
Time is money, friend.
And the captain's chest is too high. So just looking at the remaining quests, all of them, with the exception of the quest over here, would be orange, so we're not going to take them. We've gotten a couple of buffs since we have been in Iron Forge, so that's good. And I think we're just going to go with another quest here.
See you later.
Alright, so what are we dealing with? Gotta go over here. Captain's chest not happening. Gotta go over here, and a couple of Mistwell giblets up there. And then we're having a few more trolls that we need to deal with right up here, as well as the singing blue crystals that we need to start. I think all of that is doable, but we are entering areas like, for instance, over here where there are just a lot of Eds, and we gotta be careful. So let's start with the Buccaneers down here first. Alright, so the Bloodsail Raiders. All of them are even level. which means for me it's now going to be yet again another decision whether or not we want to AoE them, but I don't believe that that's a good idea, mainly because they do have net and have a couple of casters, so we just gotta be really careful. Yeah, we need to clear that entire camp. That's a great example of how easy it is to pull an additional enemy in here. Luckily for us, we're a tanky boy. Yeah, I think we're okay. I still wouldn't AoE pull them, but I think we're okay. Good. Let me grind away and kill a couple of these guys. We accidentally pulled a pretty boy Duncan, and that was a nice little double pull. But thanks to being able to just switch to sword and broad, we are going to be okay. So we got ourselves let's just double check. We got ourselves his blade, so that's part of the pretty boy Duncan stuff that we have immediately completed. And you know what, since we're lacking DPS, I want to test out our item from Scarlet Monastery. Let's see if this is going to be a problem or if we're going to be okay. Is the dog actually attacking? Yes. They are. Can't see its exact DPS, but even if it is a little bit, that still should be a welcome addition to the team. As long as the doggo doesn't individually start to pull enemies, we should be fine. Very good. So camp is clear. Now it's just a matter of getting whatever contract we need to find here. Oh, I remember. These were the contracts that could spawn up here. Ah, yeah, right there. Good. We cleared the entire camp. Fantastic. Let's hand in 2 quests, and I'm sure there is a follow-up quest, if I'm not mistaken, one that leads us here to the beach. Very good. Alright, so we've gotten a couple of interesting follow-up quests. So for starters, we now need to collect 15 snuff, which I think the Bloodsail Buccaneers are dropping. We need to collect, go and get the reed there, which is a Naga area. And we need to kill 10 Bloodsail swashbucklers, just straight up. Which will then afterwards lead us to the actual boat quests. That's a lot that we need to do, plus Mist Whale Giblets, which we could do. I think that's also what we're starting with, because that's a super easy quest to do. These up here wouldn't be too bad either. But I think there's another quest just other than just the tasks. So with our new found friend and helper, the trekking hound level 30, we're going to kill a lot of the gorillas here before we're then going and doing those two quests. Let's see how long it takes me to get one of these gorillas down. Unfortunately not seeing the damage of the doggo. Oh, maybe it's 1 and 3 pet, yeah. Well, that's not a lot of damage. But here's the deal. It will be even less in the future. So I currently treat it as a small dot. That is just ongoing for 10 minutes. I think that's fair. Would I have used it a bit earlier, then it would have potentially been okay. Good. Let me grind down the gorillas, and if we do have 5 giblets, we go to the next quest. Good. We're done with the gorillas, and I think this is also a decent moment to end today's episode. Didn't get a full new level, but we still got plenty done. The runs in Scarlet Monastery and Razorfang Downs that I did definitely gave an entire level, and then the Badlands questing as well as the little bit questing here gave us about 60%, which for a short session like today is more than enough. So next time we're continuing with Booty Bay, still trying
Hey there.
to find the next dungeon group.
Be careful. Have a good one.
Voodoo Doos and Stone Dead. Let's maybe not take Voodoo Doos. No, we're not taking that yet. We're going to take that the next time. Anyways, I was about to say thank you for watching, and we're going to see each other hopefully in the next episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. Have a good one. Bye bye.